Recording in progress.
Site notes were being recorded.
Hannah, are you ready? Okay. Good evening. We will call the Auburn City Council meeting for Monday, August 18th, 2025 to order, and we will begin with the land acknowledgement. We would like to acknowledge the federally recognized Muckleshoot Indian Tribe, the ancestral keepers of the land we are gathered on today. We thank them for their immense contributions to our state and local history, culture, economy, and identity as Washingtonians. The Auburn City Council meeting will be held today both in person and virtually. Now, if you would all please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. And Hannah, will you please call roll?
Deputy Mayor Rakes.
Here.
Councilmember Ammer.
Here.
Councilmember Baldwin.
Here.
Councilmember Sturgis.
Here.
Councilmember Clinton Taylor. Councilmember Clinton Taylor. Councilmember Tracy Taylor.
Here.
Councilmember Troutman Well.
Here. All right, thank you. We will move to announcements and proclamations, and I will move over to the podium for International Overdose Awareness Day. And I understand Chief Collier is joining me to accept the proclamation. Welcome, council member. Right, Mayor's proclamation. Whereas International Overdose Awareness Day is a global event held on the 31st day of August each year and aims to raise awareness of overdose and remember loved ones lost. And whereas no community is immune to overdose and deaths remain high across our state, impacting urban, suburban, and rural communities. The statistics are staggering as this crisis continues to surge, driven by fentanyl use, which is involved in 70% of all confirmed overdose deaths. Sadly, in 2024, there were 1,044 fatal overdoses in King County. Whereas in Auburn, law enforcement and first responders carry and administer the life-saving drug naloxone. Our medical professionals and police officers continue to provide aid to combat the opioid overdose crisis. This is not a legal or moral crisis, but rather a health and humanitarian crisis. Deaths from drug overdoses are preventable, yet left untreated, many people continue to die. And whereas preventing and overcoming mental health ailments and/or substance use disorders is essential to achieving healthy lifestyles, both physically and emotionally. We will continue to encourage people with mental health issues and/or substance use disorders to seek appropriate treatment through our local agencies such as Health Point, We Care Daily Clinic, AHA Supportive Housing, and a Walk to Freedom Counseling. And now, therefore, I, Nancy Backus, Mayor of the City of Auburn, do hereby proclaim August 31st, 2025 as International Overdose Awareness Day in the City of Auburn. And I encourage all residents to come together in observance and help spread the message that tragic overdose deaths are preventable. Dated this 18th day of August 2025. Chief, I will present this to you in thanks and appreciation of the work that our officers do. I don't know if you have any words you'd like to share.
I'll be brief. I would just like to thank all first responders. It's not just law enforcement, but all of our fire personnel, 911 communications personnel that deal with overdoses on a daily basis. Proclamations like these continue to keep it in the forefront of everybody's minds because they happen very frequently. People tend to forget the large number of people on the streets that are suffering from addiction and are facing overdoses every day. So the more attention we continue to bring to this problem, the greater chance we have of reducing it and hopefully one day eliminating it altogether. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. All right, we'll move to appointments. We have one appointment this evening. City Council to approve the appointment of Benjamin Woodhouse to the Urban Tree Board for a 3-year term expiring December 31st, 2027. Is there a motion? Councilmember Tracy Taylor.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to approve the appointment of Benjamin Woodhouse to the Urban Tree Board for a 3-year term expiring December 31st, 2027.
Thank you. Is there a second? Councilmember Ammer.
I second, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilmember Tracy Taylor.
You know, I have the fortunate opportunity to get to know Ben over a couple of months ago, and I think he's an extreme asset to the city. His environmental awareness and what he will bring to this board is exciting, and I think the world of him. So thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments? All those in favor of the appointment of Benjamin Woodhouse to the Urban Tree Board for a 3-year term expiring December 31st, 2027, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say no. The appointment passes unanimously. And is Ben in the audience? Yes, he is. Thank you very much, Ben, for your willingness to serve. Hannah, do we have any agenda modifications this evening? No, Your Honor. Thank you. We do have one public hearing this evening, and it is for right-of-way vacation number VAC 25-0002. Ingrid, do we have any staff presentation?
No staff presentation tonight. The council did receive a briefing at the study session on July 28th, but if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer those.
Thank you. Council, do you have any questions? Right. I will open the public hearing for right-of-way vacation number VAC 25-0002. Is there anyone that would like to speak to this vacation? Is there Anyone that would like to speak, please come forward, give your name and city of residence for the record.
Virginia Haugen, Auburn. I'm just up here because nobody else was going to say anything. I don't know what you're going to use it for. I think it's an industrial kind of a situation. Hope it works out good. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to speak? All right. I will close the public hearing on right-of-way vacation number VAC 250002. Now we will move to audience participation. This is a place on the agenda where the public is invited to speak to the City Council on any issue. The public can participate in person or submit written comments in advance. Hannah, did we receive any written comments?
Yes, we received one written comment from Yuval Fleming, which was forwarded to you all prior to the meeting.
Thank you. All right. Is there anyone in person that would like to provide public comment this evening? Please come forward to the podium, give your name and city of residence for the record, and please limit comments to 3 minutes.
So my name's Shannon Snyder, Auburn. So my comments tonight are regarding our waste management services here in Auburn. You guys outsourced it from the city being responsible for it. Waste Management's now doing it. They overcharge us. They charge us when we don't use their services. And then when we call to try to talk to the city who's managing that contract, they point us at you guys to come talk about it. So here I am. I don't put out bins every single week, but I get charged for bins every single week. If I have something that's over full or empty, I don't get credit for something that's empty, but if it's over full, by God, they get you as quickly as they can for an extra charge. It's not a fair contract to your citizens. And the next time you guys look at that contract, you really need to consider what those of us that live here in the city are paying for these services. And they are not easy to work with when they make a mistake either. I can tell you I was charged for bins when I was in Hawaii. No possible way my bins went out that day. I wasn't even in the state. So that's my comments, is to ask you, as that contract is renegotiated, to really consider the impact on your citizens. It would be much better if we were charged by weight as opposed by pickup. Because if I'm charged by weight and I put nothing out, I do not get charged. And if I put out extra, then I get charged for it. Fair enough. But as it stands right now, I get charged every week whether something goes out or doesn't. So, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to speak this evening? Please come forward, give your name and city of residence for the record, and please limit comments to 3 minutes.
Virginia Haugen, 2503 R Street Southeast, Auburn. I was on the city council many, many years ago when we had to deal with garbage issues. Some businessmen in Auburn were very, very upset about what was going on. I happened to agree with them, and we had a couple other people who agreed with him. But of course, when I got involved, I got reprimanded for listening to anybody in town complain about anything. I hope this lady will talk to finance, as I did, and I think it's been clear back maybe 4 or 5 years ago about them dealing with the amount of garbage that I have. We came to an agreement. It's worked very nicely for me. The only problem I have is that I live on our street southeast, and people put some really awful things in my garbage can. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to speak? Final time, is there anyone else that would like to speak this evening? Okay. And just wondering, have you spoken with our solid waste?
I called this morning and they said go to the city council meeting and tell them your complaint. That's the answer I got.
You called the city of Auburn?
Yes.
Okay.
And I called Waste Management before that.
Okay. Thank you.
You didn't need
It's lovely to have you here. All right, we will move on to correspondence. Do we have any correspondence this evening, Hannah? All right. Moving to the consent agenda, all matters listed on the consent agenda are considered by the City Council to be routine and will be enacted by one motion in the form listed. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda? Deputy Mayor Rakes.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to approve the consent agenda.
Thank you. Is there a second? Councilmember Clinton Taylor.
Thank you, Mayor. I second that motion.
Can you, now it's on.
I second that motion.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor Rakes.
Good evening. The consent agenda consists of minutes from August 4th, 2025 City Council meeting, minutes from August 11th, 2025, the study session meeting, 2 public hearings, one for a vehicle, for a city vehicle, and the other is for city-owned property. And then, yes, that's what we have. And then claim and vouchers is listed on your agenda, and Public Works project number CP2335.
Thank you. Any questions or comments or requests to move any items to be considered separately from the consent agenda? Right. All those in favor of the consent agenda, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, please say no. The consent agenda passes. Councilmember Baldwin, my apologies if you wanted to say something as the special focus area finance chair.
No, I was just saying aye from afar. There are no questions this week. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, we have no unfinished business or new business, so moving to ordinances, we have ordinance number 6984, an ordinance vacating city right-of-way located within a portion of the northwest corner of First Street Northwest and B Street Northwest within the city of Auburn, Washington. Is there a motion? Councilmember Tracy Taylor.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to approve ordinance 6984, please.
Thank you. Is there a second? Deputy Mayor Rakes.
I second that, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilmember Tracy Taylor.
Thank you, Mayor. This ordinance vacates the right-of-way located within a portion of the northwest corner of First Street Northwest and B Street Northwest, subject to conditions, which is not needed by the city, and will support the construction of the second parking garage by Sound Transit.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from council? All those in favor of ordinance number 6984, please say aye.
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 All opposed, please say no. Ordinance number 6984 passes. Moving to resolutions, resolution number 5848, a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a purchase and sale agreement on behalf of the city of Auburn to sell vacant property to Industrial Works LLC. Is there a motion to approve? Councilmember Clinton Taylor.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to adopt Resolution 5848.
Thank you. Is there a second? Councilmember Tracy Taylor.
Thank you, Mayor. I second.
Thank you. Councilmember Clinton Taylor.
Thank you, Mayor. City staff recommended the adoption of Resolution number 5848, authorizing the mayor to negotiate and execute a purchase and sale agreement with Industrial Works LLC for property previously declared as surplus property by the City Council.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments from council? All those in favor of resolution number 5848, please say aye.
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 All opposed, please say no. Resolution number 5848 passes. Resolution number 5850, a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute an amendment to the interlocal agreement for the provision of district court services between King County and the city of Auburn. Is there a motion to approve? Deputy Mayor Rakes.
I move to approve resolution number 5850.
Thank you. Is there a second? Councilmember Sturgis.
Thank you, Mayor. I second.
Deputy Mayor Rakes.
City Council to adopt Resolution 5850 authorizing executive of the amendment to the interlocal agreement for district services, incorporating updates to probation services through the remainder of the agreement term to ensure continued uninterrupted probation services to the community of Auburn.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments? Are right, all those in favor of resolution number 5850, please say aye.
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 All opposed, please say no. Resolution number 5850 passes. Resolution number 5852, a resolution authorizing an interlocal agreement between the City of Auburn and King County for services and construction relating to improvements on 124th Avenue Southeast and the intersection of 124th Avenue Southeast and Southeast 320th Street. Is there a motion? Councilmember Tracy Taylor.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to adopt Resolution 5852, please.
Thank you. Is there a second? Deputy Mayor Rakes.
I second that, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilmember Tracy Taylor.
This resolution authorizes an interlocal agreement between the City of Auburn and King County Metro for the City of Auburn to design and construct improvements on 124th Avenue Southeast and the intersection of 124th Avenue Southeast and Southeast 320th Street with full cost reimbursement from King County Metro. The improvements support upcoming King County Metro service changes and include revisions and frequency increases to Route 165 as well as frequency increases to Route 181.
Thank you. Questions or comments, council? All those in favor of resolution number 5852, please say aye.
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 All opposed, please say no. Resolution number 5852 passes. All right, we have concluded the business portion of the meeting, and we will move to mayor and council member reports. At this time, the mayor and city council may report on significant items associated with their appointed positions on federal, state, regional, and local organizations. And Councilmember Baldwin, we will begin, we will first begin with Deputy Mayor Rakes, and then we'll move to Councilmember Baldwin.
Thank you, Mayor. I had the privilege of going with the mayor to the senior center for their coffee hour. I always love going to the senior center. It is so special there, and the work that they have done and the work that they do for the seniors is just unimaginable compared to other cities, so I'm very proud of them. Also, I attended the Junior Achievement ribbon cutting for the Green River Community College storefront. Again, I loved the enthusiastic kids that were there. It was really a fun time. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Baldwin.
Thank you, Mayor. I have nothing to report this week.
Thank you. Councilmember Ammer.
I have a list. I start with National Night Out, which was after the meeting. I'll start August 8th. First, I had the LAF board meeting where we review and approve claims for retired firefighter and police. Then after that, we had the amazing community event, National Night Out. I want to say thanks to the city staff and Auburn Police for organizing another successful evening for community. August 7th, we had the online training for Wastelli. It was 3-hour online. I have to admit, it has a lot of tools. I wish this program was before during COVID because it make online session go so fast. It's August 9, which was I attend the memorial service for Deputy Chief Bill Mack. The mayor already covered it in her last Auburn mayor, so I encourage you to read it. It was really, I have to admit, I cry, especially when they have the last call. It was hard. We thank him. He died due to cancer for his job. August 11, we had my special focus area, community wellness, and guess what? There will be, you'll hear in the study session about the biking program. And after that, I met with the mayor to brainstorm for our project for Wastelli, because we have a project and we need the mayor help to be able to work with the staff. We appreciate the mayor willingness to support us. We will, after we're done, we share it with the council. August 12th, we have the Valley Regional Fire Authority meeting. August 13th, Sound City Association transportation session. I attended with both council member Lisa and Tracy Taylor. The guest speaker was Congressman Adam Smith, which he gave a special shout out to Auburn for we doing great job. He gave it to the city and for the school district. So we scream there. After that, yeah, I have my list. I hope I did not lose it. Oh, August 14. Yeah, I attend Raya 9 meeting, which was one of the state park. And today we had the online AWC legislative priority, and so it was amazing. Done.
Thank you. Councilmember Sturgis.
Well, thank you, Councilmember Hannan, for covering most of them. In addition to that, I went to my first Seroptimist event here in Auburn, which was a blast, and I got to play bunco for the second time. But more importantly, for those of you who know of Seroptimist or don't, it is an amazing global volunteer organization that really does incredible work championing. Their main focus and mission is to bring access to education and training to women to be able to specifically build economic empowerment for women. So just a great room of community members together having fun for a great cause and getting to meet some folks that have been longtime champions here in our community for this chapter. The other key event was our annual Auburn Area Connect Chamber Golf Tournament. And it not only was golf, it was 18 holes of incredible local business owners coming out to sponsor and to engage to support the growth of our local economy. But also all of the donations go to raising money for a special scholarships for local Auburn employees at various companies to be able to apply and get selected to attend the annual Leadership Institute. So all of the money raised goes to helping ensure that a couple folks can go through that year-long program. And I did get to play on the Green River College Foundation's team, which was exciting because I sit on their board, and I got to learn some pretty good golf moves. But more importantly, I was a volunteer this year as well, and got to go pick up the hole-in-one car from Valley GMC. And it was just a full day of seeing business owners come together, community members come together to be able to raise money for a great cause, but to show their care about the community that we live or work in, which was really special. And then the SCA event. And then lastly, I'll let the mayor speak to this one, but special near and dear to my heart was the Green River College event for the DR Hanford Leadership Awards and getting to celebrate Miss Virginia Cross. So, but I'll let you share more on that one.
Thank you. Councilmember Trout Manuel.
Thank you for sharing on some of the events that I attended with you. So I don't have further to add to it, but they're all great events to support our cities and our different nonprofit organizations.
Oh, your microphone is not on.
To participate with our local nonprofit organizations to raise money for scholarships and stuff. But I was on the King County Regional Water Quality Committee meeting, and I can't say too much about it because there's a lot going on, and further information will come up for next month. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Tracy Taylor.
Thank you, Mayor. Along with Councilmember Ammer and Sturgis, I attended some of the similar events, especially with Deputy Mayor Rakes with the Seroptimist Bunco summer event. That was a lot of fun. First time I ever played Bunco. Kind of like it. And then I'm just gonna, I will let Mayor talk a little bit about this. However, I am just proud to serve on the committee, the nomination committee for the Green River College Foundation Board for Councilmember Cross. And that was such a emotionally charged and beautiful day. And it's exciting to see her awarded with such a high prestigious award. And I'll leave it at that. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilmember Clinton Taylor.
Nothing this week, Mayor.
Thank you. All right, so as you can tell, it has been a busy couple of weeks with city functions. The National Night Out event, I do want to give a special shout out to the police department and Commander Adams, along with communications and engagement and outreach, Jonathan Glover and Keisha Taylor, excuse me, for coordinating all of the visits, and thanks to all of the city employees who once again volunteered their time to go out into the community, excuse me, for the event, to get to know our neighbors and to make sure that our city is safe. So a huge thank you to everyone involved, the council members as well, who were able to attend that night. On Friday, the 8th, I had a meeting with Representative Christine Reeves to talk about the upcoming legislative session. It's never too early to talk about that, and areas where we might be able to partner, especially concerning, and that we talked about, was the potential for Medicaid vouchers to go away. Now, that is more than a year away, but that is very short time to plan on what can happen to the individuals who rely on those Medicaid vouchers for their housing. And when that goes away, what happens to those individuals, and do they become unhoused in our community, and how can we prevent that from happening? So we'll really appreciate the partnership with Representative Reeves on that, as she chairs the Agriculture Committee, and we worry about food vouchers and food insecurities as well for those individuals. That night, excuse me, was the Almost 5K Poker Fun Run. Always a great event in the city of Auburn, and Councilmember Ammer and I were seeing one of the stations to where they could pick up their card to see what kind of a poker hand they would have at the end. Lots and lots of participants of all ages, and always look forward to that. And then on Saturday, as Councilmember Ammer mentioned, the celebration of life for Deputy Chief Bill Mack. Bill spent his last 2 years of his career at Pierce, East Pierce Fire and Rescue, but prior to that spent 28 years with the Auburn Fire Department and then with Valley Regional Fire Authority. Bill was one of those special type of individuals who you were drawn to because of his smile and his personality and his true dedication to those that he worked with, especially in fire service. He was an expert in his field and always was happy to share his knowledge to make sure that his fellow firefighters were safe. It was a very touching celebration of life. Thank you to the Auburn Police Department for their support, as well as Valley Regional Fire Authority and all of the other fire agencies in the area who at times like this come together to honor one of their own. It was considered a line of duty death, and so with that came a great deal of ceremony and honor for a man who truly deserved that honor. On the 14th of August, as was mentioned by Councilmember Tracy Taylor, we did honor Virginia Cross, councilmember for the Muckleshoot Indian Tribe, who has been on the tribal council for 45 years. 45 years of service to her community. And this was the D.R. Hanford Award, and it was given to Virginia for her dedication to education. One of the things that D.R. Hanford was known to say is, when you educate a woman, you educate a generation. And Virginia is the epitome of that, as she has cared for this community for decades. Working in the Auburn School District, was instrumental in the Muckleshoot Tribal School, Muckleshoot Tribal College, and early learning. And Dr. Kip Herron, who worked very closely with Virginia, had a couple of things that I thought were very important to share here. She is considered the keeper of sacred culture. and her leadership has always embraced the future, knowing it will soon become the past. Virginia was also the first Indian education coordinator in the Auburn School District. She was surrounded by friends and family, and thank you to those who were on the committee who selected Virginia for this very well-deserved honor. She is very humble, as always. But apparently she has been on a tour this past year, receiving all types of honors that are well-deserved. As her family members stated, it has been the Virginia Cross Tour. I am a fan and was honored to be there to help acknowledge all of her great work. And then on Saturday, the 16th, 2 events. One was put on by the Church of Nazarene, and it is called One Neighborhood Community Outreach Event, where they open up their church. They provide all kinds of delicious food. There is entertainment, and there are nonprofits from this community who are there to provide information to the neighborhood. The weather held out. It was perfect weather, and I want to say thank you once again to the Church of Nazarene for always being so gracious and for inviting me to attend and to speak to the neighbors. And then left there to go to Auburn Meadows Senior Community for their Drive Out Alzheimer's Auto Show. It was the first year that they held the event. No doubt it will be larger in the future, but special thanks to them for lifting up all of the work that's being done to prevent Alzheimer's and all of the study. And then today, the South King County Joint Planners and Developers Meeting, typically held online, was hosted by the City of Auburn and SCIP, South King Housing and Homeless Partners, down at the Auburn Resource Center, or ARC. And our special guest today was Congressman Adam Smith, who once again gave great kudos to the City of Auburn for the work that we have done in regard to homelessness and affordable housing, and commented that we are a city that other cities aspire to be in this work. Always wonderful to see Congressman Smith and appreciate his kind words. Hannah, do we have any need for a closed or executive session this evening? All right, thank you. We are adjourned.